Hey guys, TrishJCB here, and I'd like to discuss with you guys on my recent experiences with Pokemon Crystal and why it still is an amazing game to this day. We start our adventures in Johto as a new trainer from New Barktown. We get our first Pokemon from Professor Elm, who deals with studying the evolutionary side of Pokemon, as we are able to choose from 3 starters: Totodile, Chikorita, and Cyndaquil. I decided to go with Chikorita as I remember in the anime it was my favorite in the season that Ash had in his team. From here on out, our end goal is to be the Pokemon champion. The first rival battle is easier compared to the previous generation because we don't immediately get thrown into it after selecting our first Pokemon. Our new rival appears to be a thief this time around, stealing one of the Pokemon once nobody is around. This gives us time to level up our Pokemon to a higher level than theirs when it is time to battle. I feel as though the first generation of Pokemon may have been harder for players to get themselves accustomed to, and this game certainly takes care of everyone's worries and allows us to enjoy the game at our own pace, as there are a lot of things we can do. One of the new features we will come across as soon as we enter the nearby grasses are berries we can grab and collect. These berries are held items we give to our Pokemon, and there are conditions for it to be activated during battle, or we can use it right away as if it was a normal item. It is nice to take advantage of this, as it can save a lot of money right away from buying similar items in the Pokemart. These berries are spread throughout this region, and we are able to collect one per day. Speaking of days, we have a new day and night system that have different moments that do happen on different days. Certain Pokemon can only be caught in the day or night, and even appear on Pacific days only. On top of that, we can speak to trainers or people on certain days that may even reward us with items. This creates an opportunity for us to explore previous areas we have visited before, as there may be something new waiting for us there. There are new different types of Pokeballs you can use by giving apricorns to Kurt in Azalea Town. The theory behind it is that apricorns used to be a method of catching Pokemon in the past until Pokeballs were created. There are different types of apricorns spread throughout the region that have all sorts of different purposes to make Pokemon be caught easier under these conditions. The quality of life has improved getting around the options, as we are able to register a certain action on our select button. This has helped me a lot with my item finder, as I tend to use it a lot finding secret items, which helps us out in our journey. In addition, it was nice having an experience bar while we are in battle. It allows us to see how long it will take for our next level as the battle goes along. The PokeNav is a new device that has many cool features, and the main thing I liked was using the phone feature, as we are able to take numbers off from the trainers who we just battled, as they would like to keep in contact with us for different reasons. Some could be used to battle more, or they prefer talking about their daily adventures trying to catch a Pokemon or give us new items as their way of building a friendship. It's a cool way of seeing how trainers can grow with the player and keep in touch on a daily basis on how they're doing. With this being the debut of shiny Pokemon, I was lucky to get 2 shiny Pokemon on my playthrough, the first being a wild Zubat and the second being a baby Cleffa. This experience was awesome, as from all the Pokemon games I have played, I have never gotten a shiny before except the red Gyarados you get to catch at the Lake of Rage. The Pokemon gyms feel easier this time around due to the levels being lower, however I do like the events we do have in between, such as learning the story of what happened in the Burn Tower of how humans and Pokemon used to be very close, and Team Rocket trying to get Giovanni's attention from trying to brainwash Pokemon by using high frequency sound rays in their secret base in Mahogany Town. When we have become the champion in Johto, we are able to collect 8 extra badges in Kanto, then face off against Red and Mount Silver. The Kanto region is less detailed compared to the first generation of the games, but it is a nice touch to go back seeing the state of how Kanto is 3 years later. I will say though that I preferred using Kanto Pokemon in comparison to Johto, as I prefer the appearance and style. The Pokemon team I ended up with was Meganium, Pidgeot, Kadabra, Arcanine, Pikachu, and Lapras. Even though I caught so many Pokemon throughout my journey, this was the team I wanted to pursue my goals together. Overall, Pokemon Crystal provides a great experience of providing a complete package of keeping the core mechanics from the previous generation and adding in new exciting features, along with improving the quality of life that makes the game easier to go through. If any of you guys have any experiences with this game, feel free to share in the comments, and I hope you have a wonderful day.